Welcome to Jainam Software. In this video, we are going to understand about auto penalty calculation and the configuration. As shown in this diagram, auto penalty is configured in two ways. One is the user interface level. It means whenever we access the loan, the penalty will be calculated in the UI. And the second is the auto penalty calculation or applying of auto penalty using the daily job. So it is important to understand the difference between both, because when we apply auto penalty using daily job, then we have some restrictions in the system. Whereas when we use the auto penalty calculation in UI without any job, then we have few features which are not available in daily job. So if you are first time watching this video, let me explain you what is auto penalty. I am searching a loan and when I see the installment, the 4 installments are delayed, and the days OD we can see here, number of days delayed. When I go to party ledger and click calculate late fee, then the system shows me that the late fee calculation here. Now every time I don't have to click calculate late fee, because we have implemented a concept that penalty will be shown automatically when I open the loan. Now in this case it is not showing, because in configuration I had to implement the penalty rate of interest. So let's understand this concept also. Let me set up this first for 3% update, and let me execute the same loan. Let me access the same loan. Now here I can see the auto penalty here. Now what are the different concepts in auto penalty? Let's understand that now. Auto penalty has to be configured at loan level, and the rate of interest for penalty should be in percent. If it is not configured at loan level, system will find the product scheme and fetch it from there. And if it is not available in product scheme, system will fetch it from setting. So in loan 265, I have to configure here only system detected, whereas this loan is created under the specific product scheme. So why it did not pick up from product scheme? So there may be a reason that product scheme is closed or deleted. So in master setup product scheme, if I search, there is no scheme available here. So if the scheme is available, then in penalty section we can enter the penalty rate of interest. So product scheme will fetch it from the loan will fetch it from product scheme, the rate of interest percent in user interface. Whereas in daily job, it will not fetch from product scheme for percent, it will fetch only for the fixed amount. So in penalty, we have option whether to specify a percent or fixed amount. So if we provide a fixed amount, let's say 300, it will fetch that fixed amount. In setting, we have an option to configure rate of interest at company level. In master setup setting, when we click here and penalty, so we select add penalty automatically at the rate of. So if you configure here 3, all the product schemes and all the loans underneath will be applied with this setting. So auto penalty applying at the last. Let's understand this concept also. If I search a loan 265, this is the automated penalty. When I receive this amount, then 189, this penalty added in the system, but where it is added exactly. So this penalty is added in the last installment. So the setting indicates whether I had to add in the first installment or last installment, or the open installment or the last installment. So if I open this master setup setting and penalty, I have mentioned open. Open means the system will find the penalty apply date. It will go to installment tracker, will check the closed date or the closer date to that penalty date and will be applied into that date. If I had added this penalty on, let's say on 15th Feb, it would have added in this second installment. All right. So that indicates the open setting. Yes setting, add penalty at last, it will definitely add the penalty here. It indicates that whatever amount whatever amount is received, it will be adjusted to our principal and interest, and if any fees. But if the fee is added at the last, then it will be recovered in the last installment only. And when I say no, no indicates that penalty will be added to immediate open installment. So if I add penalty, let's say for June, it will be added in this installment because this is the immediate next open installment. All right. So this sort of settings not applicable when we are running through job, because the calculation of job is slightly different, and it is explained here. Let's say the due date is 1st April. I executed the job on 1st, that it means the penalty will be applied next day. Then 3% configuration, 300 will be added in first installment. Pardon me. And the next job, which will be executed as per this installment, it will be executed on 2nd May. Then on 2nd May, the job will add 300 again to the first installment. So the first installment total will be 600 and 300 in the next installment. And in the 3rd month, same concept will be happened. So first installment penalty will be 900 and respectively. Next is grace period. Before jumping to grace period, how the penalty is added when I'm using user interface. Now there are two concepts there. So one is, if I go to party ledger and click calculate late fee, the late fee is added installment wise. If it's weekly, then at the end of week, monthly at the end of month, and it will be added every month or every week as per the tenor. We also have one more concept of less payment request, which indicates that the penalty will be added on daily basis in every installment. So the grace period concept, grace period is applicable for daily job automation. Tenor wise, it is applicable to job execution, because in job, for example here, penalty is added after the due date is over, but it is added every month because the installment is monthly. If it is weekly, it will be added every week. If it is daily, it will be added daily. So apply on all charges. We have a lot of charges like check bouncing charges and legal charges or visit charges. Then if we keep this setting on, then it will be applied on all the charges. Compounding, for example, if you decide to apply penalty on daily basis, then it will be compounding. it means the penalty will be applied on the penalty. Stop applying set limit. This is used in runtime calculation where if we set let's say 60, it means the penalty will not be calculated after 60 days. This is specifically applied for runtime interest calculation, that is dynamic interest calculation. Round off, it is currently set to a nearest 10 digit. This indicates that if 51 to 54 will be rounded off to 50 and 55 to 59 will be rounded off to 60. All right, then less payment logic. Now this is a special category of system handling where if you have a cash counter concept or like while receiving the late payment, if you want to apply a discount to the staff and customer can request less payment in that this is completely different module. So in this case, less payment logic is not applicable when for the automated penalty calculation. It is applicable only when we are using the user interface mode actually, and then the penalty is calculated on daily basis. All right, so I'm going to quickly show these settings, how it looks like in the system. So in master setup setting, if I simply go to create and then click penalty, all settings related to penalty will be shown here. Add penalty at last. You can just click here and see, read the description. It is self-explanatory. Then penalty, add penalty automatically at the rate of, this is a company level setting. Add penalty calculation, auto penalty calculation grace period. This is applicable for daily jobs. Apply auto penalty on all charges. This is not applicable for jobs. Limit penalty calculation for number of days. This is applicable for runtime. Compounding auto penalty applicable for non-job based auto penalty calculation. Calculate auto penalty as per installment frequency. This is applicable for job only. In addition to these settings, we have less payment management feature for cash counter. If we enable this, then penalty cannot be calculated based on daily jobs, because the purpose of this feature is that empower staff or customer to reduce the penalty or request the reduction in the amount or the penalty. All right, so I hope I have covered almost all the features. In case you need clarity on this video, please let me know, write down in the comment box so that I will share or I will prepare another video giving more details about it. Okay, thank you for watching this video. Have a great day.